Good afternoon, everyone, from Hunter Ice Skating Stadium, where we've got semifinal 2 from the DeFris Memorial National Ice Hockey Championship for players 15 years and under. We've got semifinal 2 action with Queensland, who were placed second as the home team, and New South Wales, who were placed third as the away team. These teams met up during the tournament, and it was tied 2-2 until I think about 37 seconds left. And Queensland popped the puck through to win the game 3-2. I'll now give you the team lists for Queensland. Goaltender, number 1, Xavier Hale. Number 14, Riley Gladish. Number 15, Isaac Lim. Number 18, Hunter Campbell. Number 19, Merrick Mannix. Number 22, Mackenzie Ouimet. Number 23, Bridget Guy. Number 35, Brendan Shaner. Number 38, Alexei Likhterev. Number 57, Hamish Corser. Number 68, Dominic Dobrinov. Number 73, Charles Knorr. Number 77, Emmett Cunningham. Number 84, Gabriel Duffy. Number 86, Henry Janot. Number 89, Jackson Carter. Number 91, Harrison Duchka. Number 98, Liam Carlson. Head coach, Bart Gladish. And for New South Wales, we've got number 33, Alessandro Cook. Number 4, Alistair Booth. Number 36, Archer Berry. Number 16, Ashton Ng. Number 8, Benjamin Cancino. Number 72, Candy Lou. Number 37, Charles Hui. Number 24, Charlie Harris. Number 55, Edward Rikpuratat. Number 7, Jensen Robinson. Number 12, Liam Fleming. Number 10, Logan Schumack. Number 92, Luka Makarenko. Number 88, Lucas Herring. Number 77, Osric Fritchley. Number 14, Peter Barlow. Number 90, Quentin Ng. Number 85, Sebastian Newell. Number 98, Travis Burns. Number 22, Dieter Lau. And head coach is Danny Sue. I'm predicting, Robert, that I should probably let everybody know who we are. My name's Dawn Watt, and I'm commentating tonight with Rob Dushman.
Everyone knows who you are, though, right?
Oh, no, I don't know. There's a lot of people watching overseas, I've been told. So, my prediction, this is going to be a wildly close game.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, Dawn. You're right. I think on paper, these two teams are pretty evenly matched. New South Wales, I think they're probably pretty lucky to be in the spot they're in. They got off to a bit of a rocky start, losing their first 2, but they were dealing with suspensions, to be fair. They've got the full side now, and they've obviously played better in the last couple of games they've had. Queensland have been strong the whole tournament. They played well as a team, and I'm excited about this matchup here this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you mentioned there, unfortunately, New South Wales did have one of their top defensemen had a suspension in the local competition, which meant that he had to miss the first 3 games of this tournament, of the 4-game round robin. That's a lot of hockey to miss. And they did have a player suspended in the tournament quite early who missed a couple of games. So they're now full strength, and they had neither of those players when they played Queensland. So we'll see if that makes a difference tonight. So we're about to get underway. Now the winner of this game will play Victoria in the gold medal match tomorrow, as Victoria just won their semi-final, and the loser will play Western Australia in the bronze medal match. And the arena's starting to fill up. We're seeing some Boxall teams coming to support their players. Some Tange teams have come because, as we know, Ginsberg and Tange starts tomorrow, and the rink's getting very, very loud now with the banging of the boards. So we'll get underway. Queensland win the draw. Gladish. Ouimet breaks it out to Cunningham. Booth will try and take it off of him. Saved by Candy Lou. Second big save after a big rebound from Candy Lou. I should point out that the starting goaltenders for New South Wales are Candy Lou, and for Queensland are Xavier Hale.
You stole my thunder. That's what I was going to say.
We don't get to say that. I always say that.
I've got nothing to say now.
You do. There's a big save down here by Candy Lou, a double save, huge save, and then a diving save for that one. See, now I'm doing color. You just leave me play-by-play. You do color.
Yeah, but play-by-play isn't naming the goalies.
Yes,
That's
it
my
is.
go-to.
No,
All right, off you go.
Okay. Guy behind the net. That's picked off by number 85, Sebastian Newell. Quinton Ng has it on the boards. Mannix tries to take it of him. Guy tries to clear it out of the zone, but Lau has it. And Lichterev's down the ice. Rick Puritat positioned very well. Queensland in the corner. Rick Puritat tries to take it off of him. Rick Puritat. He's got Newell. Big check there. I think that's going to be a penalty. I want to say that's
going to be a penalty.
It's either in the head roughing or maybe even interference because the puck was long gone. Here comes Quinton Ng. He's been tripped down by Campbell. I think there's going to be a second penalty even. I think we're going to get 2 different players from Queensland here. I think we're going to get the original rough, and then I think they're going to. No, we've got a charging on Mannix.
And the original, wasn't the original one. The original one behind the net.
So I think, was Mannix not the original one behind the net? Or was it Campbell?
Well, we'll see in a minute on the replay.
We'll see in a minute on the replay
coming up. And this is, this is a pretty obvious one. So I think it was Mannix behind the net. So
Mannix
that's
with the charging behind the net.
Charging, and at some
and
point.
Campbell, you can see right here. So just there. Takes out the feet with a lazy stick. And so New South Wales rewarded for their hard work with a 5-on-3. But Queensland do clear that puck, and I'm going to guess that they're going to play pretty passive here, Queensland, and look to ice that puck. Charlie Harris. Sorry, no, that's Lucas Herring. Herring's got Robinson. He's got Harris. Herring. He's wasting a bit of time here. He needs to shoot or pass. He's not going to get the puck past Hale with shots like that. He needs to shoot faster, or he needs to pass that puck. And Newell has sent that puck down. Sorry, that's Burns. Harris. That gets tipped off the forecheck by Dobrinov. New South Wales not looking great on this 5-on-3. They've got to get some shots away. Herring with a shoot through the screen. That goes off of Hale. And Ng with a big shot, hits face cage. And now they've blown that because the helmet's off. Interesting call there because there was an immediate scoring opportunity and the whistle went right away. But I think the helmet was starting to come off potentially when that whistle happened. So let's have a look at the replay here.
The helmet was on its way off. The puck was loose. So in that case there, you have to protect the goalie without the helmet on.
It actually rattles his helmet enough. I think that he puts his glove up to potentially, so it's come off already right there from the hit from... And the snaps have come off. You can actually see the snaps come off at the back there. So that was the correct call by the referee there, who could see normally when it hits face cage, if there is an immediate scoring opportunity, they do not blow the whistle. There was an immediate scoring opportunity, but the helmet had actually come off. So that's the whistle and the right call by the referee, Joey Terrio there.
Yeah, New South Wales need to move this puck around and, be a bit more patient on this 5-on-3.
Absolutely, they do. Makarenko. Lau, Ng to Rick Puritat. Rick Puritat sneaks in. Big shot from Ng, and that's been waved off. I'm not sure that would have been a goal because that looked like a hand pass there.
Most definitely.
It was a hand pass. That's been cleared by Queensland. Queensland doing a phenomenal job to clear this 2-man penalty with 30 seconds remaining. Here comes Quinton Ng. Lau, it's great pass in front, but Newell went too close there. You're not going to get a shot away from there. They've got to be considering where they're going to be able to get shots from. To Lau, up high, and that's saved by Hale. 7 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Queensland can't capitalize on that. So we'll just look and see if that was a bit of a hand pass. Right there, comes through, bounces on. Hand pass, or if it bounced off of him?
Yeah, I think it was a hand pass. I think it was directed
right there. Oh, absolutely, yes.
And Queensland picked that puck up. That's why there was no whistle on that.
Alessandro Cook wins the draw forward. He's got Huey. He's got Schumack. And And we've got Queensland 5-on-5. Dobrinov skates down the ice with the puck. It's 5-on-5 hockey. Excellent kill by the Queensland team there. Shumak can't clear it. That's not able to be tipped out by Cook. Back to the defenseman. Shumak gets knocked down. Fritchley's out of position. Can he get it out? He needs to get it out. Shumak tips it out. That won't be icing. That's going to be cleared because Cunningham needs to touch that puck. Cunningham to Dobrinov. Dobrinov to Duffy. Duffy's got Likhterev. He's in the corner. Passes it back to Cunningham. Cook goes for Cunningham. Cunningham up to Ouimet. Ouimet with the shot. That's tipped down. Gladish, Candy Lou can't hold on to it. She makes an amazing save there. That's tipped out by Shumak, but he can't get it out. Ouimet shoots through the screen. He goes wide. And Gladish and Candy Lou with the splits, and she has that save. Sorry, that was Likhterev, not Gladish with that shot there. Likhterev, an amazing save by Candy Lou. Wow. What a passage of play there, Rob.
Yeah, Queensland on the attack there, full throttle, and but for the efforts of Candy Lou, it could be 1-0 Queensland here pretty easily. She's gone post to post there, great save, and New South Wales fortunate to not concede there.
New South Wales have the puck out. Here goes Robinson. He's got Gladish. He taps it over. Robinson still going for the puck there. Herrink's net guards come off. Herrink in front, no one's there. Ing, spinorama. That bounces off of a defender. And here comes the captain, Campbell. Campbell with a pass to Likhterev, and that's picked off by Burns. Harris, he's looking for a defender, a winger on the boards. He's got Ung behind the net. Ung's gonna skate it himself. He's got Lau. Lau needs to stay on side. Ung tries a toe drag and loses it. These kids, I don't know what they're doing, Rob. They've got to be passing this puck, skating it and losing it, and Queensland are capitalizing on it. And now Queensland have it in New South Wales zone. Campbell. And Lau behind the net. Lau. He's looking for a winger. The wingers are up way too high. They need to come back down and need support here. Lau. Lau's not a defenseman, but he's behind the net, quarterbacking this play. Goes to give it to Robinson. Ung's cherry picking. And Queensland just pick it off, and Corser sends it back down to the corner. Lau's neck guard looks like it's come off and it's stuck to him. Here goes Lau. No icing. Ung stays on side. Herring tries to get that puck. He can't get it. Quentin Ing keeps it in. That's Newell. Newell steps on the ice. And Ashton Ing again just can't seem to get that shot away. He's fanning on it. Barlow with a big check. And here goes Cunningham. This is a great game of hockey. Very physical. Great game of hockey. Duffy wheels, turns. He's got Dobrinov. He's got Ouimet calling for it. Duffy in the corner. Misses it behind the net. Cunningham's looking for someone to pass it to. New South Wales playing very good defensive end coverage. Cunningham with a backhand pass, and Lou with a great save. Bit of a cross check there, but they're not going to call that. Newell knocked on his behind. Quentin Ung. He's got that to recur attack. Save it, pass up to Makarenko. Makarenko can't get it. He's not pressuring very hard. And Cunningham's going to push that play out. He's giving it to Campbell. Campbell on Fritchley. He beats Fritchley. Shoots wide. Fritchley, a Ginsburg player playing up for New South Wales. Here's Makarenko. That's Herring. Queensland dump it back in. Booth to Ashton Ing. Ashton Ing will play with it. He's not moving the puck. He's skating with it into the defenders, and that gets whacked into the corner. Puts it in front. Herring couldn't play it. And Queensland, Lichterev will dump it down. Does a rim around zone entry for Mannix. Mannix picks it up. Booth was a bit slow to the check there. And here comes Booth. Booth down in the corner. New South Wales just no pace to getting into the middle of the zone there. No one for him to pass it to. There's so much end-to-end skating here that some of them actually don't know how, I think, to get into the center to accept that pass, because we're seeing a lot of just individual play at the moment from New South Wales, and we're seeing the complete opposite with Queensland. We're seeing pass after pass. Now that's going to be icing, but right idea was there. You don't see Queensland skating it out of the zone. You see Queensland making passes on the boards and breaking it out.
Yeah, I've probably lucky that was a long passage of play without a whistle. You mentioned it in the play-by-play. Absolutely. I mean, it's a pass-first mentality for Queensland. Headman the puck, pass first, play it to the open player. New South Wales the opposite. Just first instinct, puck on stick, stick handle, skate forward, and quite often it's the D leading the charge, skating past the forwards with no pass being made.
Huey to Fleming. Back to Huey. Huey, shot on. Hale sees that through the traffic. Lau. Cunningham. Queensland will take it out. And then Cunningham does the exact opposite of what I said Queensland's doing. He skates it end to end.
Yeah, but turned out, did a Gretzky turn, pass to the middle, right?
Gretzky turn and pass to the middle, looking for his player. Lau has to go alone there because his forwards just aren't keeping up. I don't know if they're trying to play offensively, but at the end of the day, you need a goal to score. So you need to score to win the game. Harris to Burns.
And that's better.
Burns to Herring. That looks good. Herring with a good shot. Snapshot there, went wide. Robinson will keep it in. Cunningham will tap it out to Campbell. Great passage of play there. Lichterev with a shot. That'll go behind the net to Campbell. Quentin Ing will get this puck out. He taps it out. Here goes Alessandro Cook. Gladish will try to get it out for Queensland. New South Wales are just floating around on the forecheck. If they're going to forecheck with a purpose. Forecheck with trying to get the puck. Now we've got a little bit of action. Lichterev, force it to Lichterev. Lichterev will skate it over. He's got Mannix. He takes that shot. It's wide. Mannix in the corner. Campbell will come up with it. Gives it to Lichterev. Lichterev fires. Bit of stick tap there, and it bounces over Robinson's stick. So Queensland still have it. And now New South Wales will gather it in the corner. They'll spin it around, but no one was there. There was no winger on the board, so Queensland will keep the puck in. Tap in front. And Rick Puritat. And they'll look to get that out of the zone. They do. Here comes Herring. Toe drag. Queensland are having none of that. Robinson with the backhand that misses wide. Herring tries to shoot through the goalie, and that looks like a goal. The referee was right on the line there. I think it might have dribbled over the pads. Let's see what happens on the replay.
Yeah, Herring just drive to the net along the goal line, and I think he kind of walked the defense along the way there. Yeah, right there. And goalie came away from the post, left a little bit of an opening, and Herring made no mistake.
I wonder if the goalie thought maybe he was going to make that pass.
No, 5-4.
Yep. So I think that's the first time New South Wales has taken the lead in this entire tournament, and who've scored first. I don't think that they've scored first yet, so hopefully they take a little jump out of it for them. But Queensland, we know how good they are. They're not going to let this get them down. They're going to fight back hard. They never go away. That's right. A hard-working team all the time. We met can't keep that in. That's out. Queensland will play it, and that'll be offside.
So shots on goal 8-5 for New South Wales. It just seems like the shots are almost opposite to the flow of play and possession time in the attacking zone here for mine, Don.
I actually was saying, I looked up at the Jumbotron and was quite surprised by that, Rob. I actually thought that I might see it go the other way. But at the end of the day, they're making their shots count. Queensland do be sending a lot wide at the moment. Booth.
Yeah, that's
Booth
right
up to
there.
Newell.
That's what we're talking about.
That's what we're talking about. Newell, he's got Makarenko. A little tip. That's what we're talking about. He's trying to get the puck past instead of skating through the defenseman. Cunningham. New South Wales backing up all as a group and really playing good defensive end coverage there. Booth, he misses Ing. Newell's a little push in the back. No one's called that. That's been called all tournament there. So either way, referees say no. Cunningham in the corner. We met. He doesn't have the shot. He'll delay. And in front for Campbell. Great play there. And again, that player's being left open in the slot. And they didn't get the shot away. Newell to Booth. Booth, 3-on-1. Booth, great pass over to Ing. Ing couldn't get the shot away. Cunningham got it out to Dobrinov, but Dobrinov couldn't get it over the line. Ing has it. He's got Makarenko. He's got Lau. Again with the little toe drag, it's not working for him. It hasn't been working for most of the tournament. He needs to get that pass away right away. Harris, Rukuritat in front, and Guy has covered Makarenko there very well. Shot from Harris that's tipped high. Makarenko to Lau. Lau to Harris. Harris to Rukuritat. To Harris. Harris through traffic. Hales get the first save, and then wide by Ing. And Campbell will go down the ice. He's got a back checker in 2D. He's still got the puck, and Rukuritat gets that off of him. Rukuritat's held up by Mannix. Mannix sends it into the corner. Harris up to Lau. Great play by Queensland there. Good defensive coverage. New South Wales can't get a shot away on that one. Here comes Lichtarev. Lichtarev skates it, and he's stopped by Herring. It's fast hockey. Herring in the corner. He threw the legs past. Lau wasn't there to collect it. Shumack does a flyby. And, the puck across the crease there. Hale made the first save. And that's the end of the period. I'm shocked. That felt like 5 minutes. That was an extremely fast game of hockey, really fast period.
Yeah, we made mention of it pre-game, Don, and we got what we expected out of these two teams. Very fast hockey, very good hockey. I think Queensland, we pointed out, they're moving the puck well. New South Wales made the adjustment, I think, significantly. I'm not sure if Coach Danny Sue didn't like what he was seeing. Their coaching staff pretty much had to, they needed to do something there because the style of play they started out with wasn't working for them. And I think they did make that adjustment, whether it was the coaches or the players themselves figured out that we're not going to be able to go end-to-end here and have success. So they made the adjustment halfway through the period, and shots on goal now 13-5. I think the result speaks for itself of that adjustment.
Absolutely, and Queensland's doing a fantastic job getting it out and getting it into the New South Wales end, but New South Wales are really playing great defensive zone coverage, locking up box +1, it looks like to me, and those shots aren't quality shots towards Candy Lou, hence why we're only seeing 5 shots for Queensland. So teams will change ends now, and looks like Hale was potentially just getting a little fix-up on that helmet that got knocked earlier. And we'll get the second period underway. 1-0 New South Wales over Queensland in semi-final 2. Back to Burns. Burns can't control it. Duffy will take advantage of that. Robinson back down to Burns. Burns will spin it around to Harris. A little bit too far. Cunningham has it. He'll dump it back in. And here goes Robinson. Cunningham to Gladish. Gladish will do a rim around. He's looking for Duffy to push a little harder to get there, which he does. Duffy will chip it to the back. And that bounce, interesting bounce. Lucky for New South Wales there because Duffy was going to get that puck, but Candy Lou was paying attention and covered it.
Yeah, Candy Lou on the ball there. Luckily, it did, it came off one of the risers, separating the glass. I think took a bit of an awkward bounce, and that could have been dangerous for New South Wales. Yeah. 2 Queensland players were right there.
Candy's had an excellent game so far. Gladish on the boards. He was looking for... I think it was Dobrinov that was banging his stick, but New South Wales got it. Cunningham's come up with it because Ung tried to skate it out of the zone instead of passing it. Cunningham's come up with it. Pertat. He's got Robinson. And Robinson stepped offside according to linesman Jeff Scott.
Yeah, just that one last second move at the line there threw Robinson offside. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Did Robinson play defense for a few games earlier in the tournament and now he's playing forward? Or have I got that completely wrong?
He was defense for the majority of the tournament. I think he's still defense. I think he might have just broke out there. Well, let's see what happens when he comes out next.
Maybe with Burns coming back in.
Very possibly. Yep, Quentin Ing. To Rick Pertat. Rick Pertat has Newell in the corner. He loses it. He mucks around with it and loses it. Queensland center it. Campbell's there. He doesn't realize he has it. And that's going to be offside. There's going to be a bit of a scrum here because there was a whistle. We heard it, but the rink was so loud. The Queensland Tange boys were so loud that no one could hear the whistle.
The Queensland players indicating such. There was no malice in that one. Queensland just basically didn't hear the whistle. He's pointing at his ears, basically said, didn't hear it. Back to the call. A bit unfortunate for Queensland there. I thought it was offside. I thought it was a good call.
And it was a good call. It was offside. And again, there was no malice in that shot. They literally could not hear the whistle because of how loud the Queensland supporters are being. And he just honestly shot the puck. So he didn't realize that had been called offside, which it was. Queensland Campbell. Campbell has it. He takes a shot. Lou with the initial save. Huey puts it back up onto Queensland's defenseman. Here's Lau. Lau's got Newell. Huey. Lau puts it in the corner. Huey's there. There's 2 New South Wales in front. And Lau shoots that wide. Great pass from Huey. Newell. Fritchley gets it into Huey. He can't control it. It's rolling puck. Newell. He's got Lau. Lau up to Booth. Booth with a little shot in. Hale sends it to the corner. And that's Mannix. Fritchley taps it back. Booth. Booth has Cook. Booth will skate it over. He's got Cook. He's got Schumack. And a great pass to Schumack. And Schumack just couldn't collect it. It was in his feet a little bit there. Queensland player Corser moving this down the ice. Corser to Duffy. Duffy with a shot, saved by Candy Lou. And Candy Lou will cover that. I'm loving this hockey, Rob.
Yeah, Corser there. Smooth skating from Corser up the wall. See the replay here from the pass from Booth to Schumack. Little hot to handle for Schumack. He did his best trying to gather that in as for the one-timer, as you point out, but bang play, just couldn't pull the trigger.
Queensland with a shot off the face-off to Candy Lou. She covers it. Queensland getting a few more shots now, Rob. It's 14-9. New South Wales were way out in front with shots, but it's 14-9. Queensland are coming back. New South Wales still leading 1-0 in period 2. New South Wales will get that puck out. Schumack, a little bit of pressure. Cook, that's going to be offside. They'll clear. Queensland. Carter. Doesn't get the shot away. Janot. Harris to Schumack. Schumack puts it for Cook. Cook with the shot. And Hale had that. We've got a bit of a situation here. Hale had that fine, and then Harris went in and had a little dig with his stick. So the Queensland defenders have come in and protected their goalie, as defensemen are expected to rightly do.
Yeah, we saw that in the last game too, and commented on it, didn't we?
Yep. And then a New South Wales player ended on the ground, and 2 Queensland ended on top of them. But I think the refs are just going to let him play.
Yeah, let them play. That's good. I mean, they separated as soon as the refs got in there. They separated. There wasn't anything too heinous. And look, New South Wales shouldn't have probably been in there jabbing at it, and Queensland are entitled to get one back in that case. For mine.
Yep.
The refs know that. We've got experienced refs out there, and no calls made in that situation correctly, I think.
Absolutely. New South Wales win the draw. Captain Quentin Ng takes a shot. It's deflected high. Queensland player move it down the ice. That's Dobrinov. He taps it up to himself. Ng will take it behind the net. Tries to do a reverse, but the Queensland player was on him. Ng sends it back towards the goalie. And that'll keep it in deep. Robinson looking for Rick Puritat. And you know what? Robinson is on forward. Robin, I think you are right. I think he made the team as a forward, and then when Burns was suspended, I think he went back to D, and now he's back on forward. So Rick Puritat to Robinson. They're calling that no because it was tipped. No icing. Herring had it. He's lost it. Dobrinov. Robinson. Back to Herring. He's covered. I think Queensland players know Herring's talent. Have been told when he has the puck. 4 on, and it's been working. He's been shut down very effectively this game. Ng. Up to Lau. Guy. Rick Puritat. Puritat almost loses it to Cunningham. Duffy drops it in. Cunningham has it behind the net. Dobrinov's in front, so's Duffy. New South Wales covering Dobrinov well in the slot, and Ng gets it out. Makarenko. Luka Makarenko over to Ashton Ng and hops over to his stick. Ng still has it. He loses it in the corner. And that puck, Makarenko has it. Dobrinov looking to chip it out. That gets past Fritchley. Booth is there. Booth doesn't look. It's just a turnaround pass to Cunningham, and thank goodness Cunningham flubbed on it. Oh, and Candy Lou came out to stop that, and it looks like Duffy tapped a stick on it. I'm not sure he actually touched it or if that was Cunningham's goal. We'll see in the replay here, but she's come out and missed it with her glove, and Duffy's been there, but that unfortunately started with Booth's blind pass through the center there, and we just can't be seeing that. So if we have a look here, I think Duffy got his stick on it.
Duffy did get the stick on it. Candy Lou went out to try to cover it. Duffy just changed the direction of it ever so slightly there.
Slightly, yep, to get it under her pads, the direction.
Under her pads, so unfortunate off the back of a mistake, as you point out. Dawn just... we never like to see passes up the middle. You don't see passes up the middle.
You lose boards, and certainly not blind like that. So hopefully New South Wales learned that lesson. But I don't know if Queensland's going to let them forgive it. Burns on net. That's a rebound. Queensland will have some life in them now. Here comes Lichtarev. Harris. No one's there. The wingers are out of position a lot. They're too deep or they're too high. They need to work on that. Can Fleming chip it out? He can't. Burns. Campbell just strips that off. Queensland have the puck. Lichterev's alone there. The defensemen do not see Lichterev is on the back door. Burns, you hear Coach Sue yelling, watch the back door. Burns gets that puck out. Guy will dump it back in. Queensland clear. Harris. Harris up to Makarenko. Makarenko's got Fleming. And he can't do a little toe drag. The New South Wales wingers just aren't keeping up with that person that's doing the first drive. Campbell, wide. Back off the net. Dobrinov. Herring. Herring taps it up for Newell. Newell's going to probably beat the race. No, Queensland gets there first. And that'll be icing.
Yeah, he went against Ouimet. Ouimet's a very strong skater, one of the better players in this tournament. Very strong defenseman. And yeah, it's on now, isn't it, Don? We expected a close game, 1-1. Here's the play from New South Wales there. The pass to the point, shot on goal, good save. And we've got a face-off back in the New South Wales end on the icing.
Ouimet from the point. That goes wide. It's going to rim all the way around. Gladish can't keep it in. You've got Fleming and Newell going to chase that puck down and pressure. Herring. Herring looking to get back and support as the third D. And we've had a whistle. The puck wasn't covered. Queensland fans are blowing up, but at the end of the day, when a referee loses sight of the puck, which he did there, it's his job to blow the whistle, which he did. So no, it wasn't covered, but the booing from the stands is probably not called for.
Yeah, that happens. We know it happens. We know as coaches, and we've been on the other side of it as officials, as referees. And you just lose sight. You blow the whistle. You don't want anything bad to happen, and sometimes you get it wrong. And
so
it's okay.
Looks
the
like
world doesn't come to an end.
Looks like the Tange coach, I think, has stood up and told his players to stop booing. So the rink's quieted down for a little bit now. Dobrinov to Cunningham. Dobrinov's got it behind the net. Cunningham. They've got to get their sticks on Duffy. Duffy's there all alone. And that puck is free. That puck is free. Queensland. Ing taps it through the middle. He had the boards. He had the passage up the boards. We're tapping it into the middle, trying to get it to Lau. A big shot from Cunningham goes wide. Ing down low. He loses it. That was Ashton Ing. This is Quentin Ing. Quentin Ing. Two Queensland players are down. New South Wales need to move. They've got 3-on-2 here. Lau goes through. Lau, can he come up with the shot? Good save by Hale. He had Ashton Ing on the back door. Lau with a shot through the screen, and Hale just picks that up. I think if you're going to be doing shots through the screen like that, Rob, I think they need to have a little bit more mustard on them.
Yeah, a little bit more mustard on that would have been beneficial for sure. I mean, right idea, but Hale saw that all the way, and a little wrist shot like that from that distance. Most of these goalies in this tournament, pretty much probably all of them, are going to make that save all day.
Every time. So we got Campbell. Fritchley's back. Booth's back. Booth, he beats Booth. He goes down. No tripping there. And Huey. Huey gets that puck off of Queensland. Up to Cook. Huey. He dumps it in. He's looking for Barlow. Barlow's going to go and beat it in the corner. Barlow doesn't come up with it. Can Queensland chip it out? Lichterev. Lichterev, a par cross, and Campbell didn't have his stick in the right spot, but the goaltender was beat there if he had. Fritchley can't get it out, and that won't be icing because that's tipped off of the Queensland player. Fritchley sends it to the Queensland player, Mannix. Mannix is there. He's still got the puck. Candy Lou's tracking it. She's tracking it well. They've got to get, New South Wales have got to get that puck out, and they have. We met. Robinson will pressure. Newell. We met. He goes around, and Ing can't control it. Booth. Here goes Booth. Booth will send it down the ice. He's going to try and beat the icing. I don't think he's going to get there. He doesn't. So that's going to be icing. New South Wales won't get fresh legs, which is unfortunate because it's needed. And we're going to face off in New South Wales zone.
Extended passage of play from Queensland in the attacking zone of New South Wales. They're buzzing. They're buzzing all around the attacking zone, and good things happen when they do that.
They're really lifting from that goal, absolutely. Fritchley can't get it out. It goes on Ouimet's stick. Ouimet to Dobrinov. Dobrinov puts it in the middle, and here's Ing. Ing ices it, which is not sure why he
to get the
did
change.
that.
I think they wanted to get the change.
To get the change, but he didn't go off. He didn't go off.
He didn't go off.
He just threw it at the net.
He's lucky it went on net.
That's
or it would
right.
have been icing again.
It would have been icing again. Puritat knocked down by Duchka. Duchka. Dobrinov. Dobrinov dumps it deep. I think Queensland's top line's been playing quite a bit, and they're getting pretty tired here. There goes Lau. Lau through the middle. Corser has it. Puritat on Corser. He can't stop him. Corser delays. He's looking for someone in front. New South Wales picking up the Queensland players well on this shift. Cunningham to Ouimet. Ouimet loses the puck. Still, he regains it, and he scores.
So you could sense that coming,
we've had a panel of the plastic on the boards be knocked out by the Queensland Tange team here, so we're going to have a break while the rink attendants put the plastic back in.
Yeah, so we can talk about the goal. So, you could tell Queensland, you could sense that coming, and it's a bit of a funny one because Ouimet actually lost that puck trying to make the move, and he lost it into the middle and was able to regather it before any New South Wales player got to it. So there's the shot there. Great finish.
Fantastic
top
shot.
Corner, and wrong player to let have time and space in Ouimet.
Yes, a fantastic shot, and Queensland still being outshot by New South Wales 17-15, but they do take the lead 2-1 with 3 minutes 30 left in period 2. Harris sends that puck down, and because it was on this side of the red line, that'll be an icing. They've got the panel of plastic back in above the gates. It is Perspex. It's not glass like the rest of the rink because it's taken in and out for public sessions daily, so it popped out with the pressure. Rink management has come around and asked them not to bang so hard in that area.
Ironically, that could have went against Queensland if that delay, if there was a long delay. Queensland had momentum. That's Queensland fans and the Queensland Tange team that actually caused that to pop out. It could have adversely impacted Queensland.
That's right. All right, Queensland fans are going crazy here with the cheering. New South Wales parents need to stand up, I think, and show their kids some support here.
Holding penalty coming against Queensland.
Big shot there. And there's going to be a holding penalty against Queensland, absolutely. And that was a holding. They didn't call it right away because obviously they're playing the delay. And that looks like 14. Riley Gladish going to the box for a holding. We'll see here on the replay. You can see that. He's holding right onto him. So
mugging.
Yeah, I think he could have got the shot away if he hadn't been holding. And that's just the rules, if it impacts the scoring opportunity.
And New South Wales with an opportunity here, probably thankfully. Some time on the power play is what they need right now, and they'll look to tie up.
And Queensland are going to ice this puck. I know what Queensland do. They do ice it, which is good. It clears penalties, and then they send someone down like Dobrinov here. And they'll have the puck in this zone. So New South Wales, and that's picked off by Corser. Again, the forwards are much, much too high. They need to come back and support their D on the breakout. D often have no choice but to skate it because the forwards aren't helping on the breakout. Newell dumps it in. Cunningham will get it. He'll look to ice it, which he does. That hits Newell. It doesn't get out all the way. Puritat to Cook. Cook with a shot. That hits Dobrinov. These kids are tired. The ice is heavy. 1:59 left in the period. 1 minute left in New South Wales power play. They want a little jump going into the break. They really need to get some shots on in this power play. And that's an icing by Queensland, which is allowed as there is a penalty. So here goes Rick Puritat. We've got the top line on for New South Wales. 39 seconds left. And Robinson has the puck taken off of him. Quentin to Ashton up to Robinson, and he can't put his stick on it. Good passage of play there, but they just can't get these passes in. Rick Puritat, Cunningham takes it off of him. And Queensland's doing an excellent job killing this penalty. 14 seconds left. New South Wales just not getting any shots on. Herring through the middle. And that's a goal over the right shoulder of Hale. And excellently placed by Herring. He did a great job. He skated around with it until he found an open spot. He knew throwing it on the net at any other time was probably just going to result in a deflection. And he waited till he found the spot, and he's got a great shot.
Yeah, just some waving of the sticks there from Queensland, unfortunately for them. And Herring just basically took the space that was given to him and waited till he got into a great scoring opportunity, great position. Picked the top corner there, no problem.
So Queensland have out of the box. So it does have a second left on the penalty clock, but they are out of the box because it was a power play goal. So they're just waiting for the box attendants to clear that.
56 seconds left. You always don't want to see a goal.
No, you don't ever see a goal in the last minute. But that's going to send New South Wales into the change room with a bit of pump. But a tie game is nothing to sneeze at for anybody. So last minute of play here, and Campbell with a shot. Candy Lou, great save there. 46 seconds left.
Well, it's off the back of a giveaway. It's just a sort of bit of a nonchalant play there, turn, pass, and right on Queensland player's stick. So
another save by Lou.
Coach Sue's got some work to do, I think, with his squad in the intermission here, Don.
Yeah, he does. And what I'm seeing a lot of is winning the puck and skating straight into a Queenslander once we've won the puck in the face-off. Take it back behind the net and set up. New South Wales win the draw forward. Herring. Ouimette's gone down. Herring's away. He's got Gladish with him. And a great save by Hale, and that's deflected up into the netting. Fantastic save by Herring, who's probably the best shooter on the New South Wales team.
Yeah, there's hugs all around from Hale, and leading the charge for the hug is Ouimmette, obviously. He caught an edge, went down. That led to that opportunity, and he's pretty happy that Hale stood tall and made that save.
So we'll have a face-off in Queensland zone. 36 seconds left. New South Wales outshooting Queensland 20-18, and the game is tied 2-2. Queensland win the draw. They get it into the corner. They try to send it out. Ing has it on the boards. He taps it back in. There's Makarenko and Lau there, and Duffy gets it out. Puritat's the only one back. We got some great back checking from New South Wales. Newell and Lau. And that's going to be a penalty. I'm certain what the call is there. It might be a cross check.
Well, the call's charging Don on Newell.
I'm uncertain about that because, with the modified checking charging to the chest, and I don't know if there was 3 steps taken there. He coasted in. think that was a good hit. His feet weren't moving. He was coasting. I'm calling that a good hit.
We get an opinion.
Get an opinion. I'm going to actually get to call it, but I get to say it. So Queensland on the power play for the last 10 seconds of this period, and about 1:45 in period 3. So New South Wales need to be icing this puck. I hope Coach Sue has told them, get the puck down the ice. We don't need any heroes skating this out of the zone. And Queensland, well, they've got to get this puck on net. And the shooting high is not getting that puck on net. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. And that's the end of the period. What a great game we have. 2-2, shots 20-19 for New South Wales. This is the semifinal 2, so the winner of this game goes to the gold medal match. The loser to the bronze medal match. The winner will be playing Victoria, the loser playing Western Australia. They're going to have an ice clean now. The teams are going to get a 10-minute break and have a chat with the coaches. Rob and I are going to get a 10-minute break, and we'll come back. Thanks for watching at home. Welcome back to Hunter Ice Skating Stadium, where we've got semifinal 2 of the National Kurt DeFris U15 Ice Hockey Championships. Semifinal 2 sees Queensland second place pitted against New South Wales third place. Winner plays Victoria in the gold medal match tomorrow. Loser plays WA in the bronze medal match. It's 2-2. The shots are 20-19. It's as close a game I've ever seen. It's extremely exciting. It's extremely fast. Very impressed with both teams and how they've lifted from their round robin games till now. Particularly New South Wales, who had really struggled at the beginning of the tournament. They did have 2 of the key players on suspension, and it showed. But Queensland are just relentless and, deserving of everything that they've got. Penalty at the end of that last period now sees New South Wales having to kill for 1:47. Let's see if they can get out of it. Ouimet takes the puck down. He'll get a shot. That's on the ice. Big rebound, but it's not picked up by Carter, who was going through, and not picked up by the defense. No one on the points for the D. They're clogging everything up. They've really got to get some men up on the points here because the D are shooting. They're being very active, the D. There's been no whistle. And that's going to be a goal. So Candy Lou is quite upset. What's happened is Candy Lou covered it. She was waiting she thought she heard a whistle, and she stood up, and there was no whistle. Queensland said there was no whistle, and Queensland went and tapped it in.
That's exactly what happened.
The puck is at their feet.
Just prior to that, though, Candy Lou was down. The puck was there, but it was never covered.
So it was never covered. I thought she actually had it covered, and right there thought she heard a whistle. And Queensland has done the right thing. I think that might have been Duffy. And at the end of the day, you play to the whistle, and the whistles are very loud here, so I'm uncertain why Candy Lou stood up there, unless there was a whistle from the crowd that she heard. Queensland will break it out. New South Wales are now behind that penalty. They're out of the box. The penalty clock hasn't cleared. For those of you that are seeing that at home, they just haven't cleared the penalty, but they are out of the box. Queensland with some pressure now. They've got some step. Big wide shot on there. Harris will take the puck down the ice. He either needs to wheel or he needs to make a pass. I don't know what's going on with New South Wales here right now. And he makes a pass, and it's too hard, and it's out of the zone. New South Wales are playing like they're up by 5 goals, and they need to get some urgency. They're down by a goal, and Queensland aren't going to forgive that. Queensland are going to play their absolute hardest to make this gold medal match. Here goes Ashtoning. He gets it taken off him by Campbell. Here goes Herink in front. And he puts that, and he ties that. And again, Herink has got one of the best shots in the tournament, and he can do that. And it's that glove side of Hale that seems to be the weakest. That's where those shots have gone in.
It's the same move as the first goal.
It's the same move,
it's coming down the wall, cutting to the middle, untouched,
left-hand shot.
Waved, and goes right across the front of the crease, all the way to the other side, and you just can't allow that to happen. The Queensland coach is not happy, as you can appreciate. You mentioned earlier in commentary that it's obvious, at this point in the tournament what players are the threats, and especially with New South Wales, there's 2 of them, and you collapse on them because it's not likely they're going to pass.
It's not like they're going to pass. And interesting, I'll have a little, in the break, I might have a talk about left-hand shot in Australia. So we've got Newell, shot, big rebound. Matt Krinko can't get his stick on it. Newell's there. New South Wales have a bit of life. Lau, he takes a shot. Hale, that's up. It's gloved down. Booth will shoot through traffic. Big blocker save by Hale. Big blocker save there. Lau. Dobrinov. Fritchley will back up. That goes to Campbell. It bounces off of Campbell. Booth. Candy Lou can't cover it up. She's got to get a bit more control, I think, of her glove and blocker on these shots. Guy takes a shot. Mannix is pushed off the puck. Booth. Booth to Makarenko. Makarenko chips it up. That'll be out of the zone. Here goes Booth. Booth pressure on Corser. Booth's a defenseman. Hope someone's dropping back for him. It doesn't look like it. Ng is by himself. Booth will get back now. Guy will get it out of the zone. New South Wales will take it back and regroup. In to Huey. Huey tries to cut across two players. He had Makarenko open. Huey. He's pressuring Ouimet. Ouimet behind the net. Ouimet. It's on the half boards, but he misses number 14, Gladish, so that means that that's going to be an icing. So I'll go back to the comment. It's been a long time, but I'm still going to go back to that comment.
Please
with
do.
The goal by Herring. In Australia, a lot of kids are handed right-handed sticks. For whatever reason, the thought process is if they right-handed. And I think a lot of it's got to do with cricket. I think it's got to do with other sports, maybe field hockey. And so we have very few left-handed shots coming through. So all of our goaltenders tend to be weak on that side because they're just not getting shots from the far side on the left. Ng, he tries to move that up. It's taken off of him by Likhterev. Dobrinov taps it in. Ng will control it. Ng gets a lot of ice time. He's captain. He's very good at controlling play. Robinson will get it into the zone. Herring. Here goes Campbell. And Ng's there to take that off of him. Ng gets it stripped by Ouimet. Puritat. Ouimet still has it. Burns. Ouimet's down. He gives it to Cunningham. Big shot. That goes wide. And that'll go all the way out of the zone. Gladish will pick it up in the neutral zone. Gets it to Ouimet. Lau's pressuring. Oh, Dobrinov left it for Cunningham. Cunningham into the middle. Duffy can't get his stick on it. Puritat. Duffy comes up with it. Dobrinov. He's got Cunningham in front. Cunningham's covered. Ng up to, that looks like Herring. Herring, the left-hand shot, fires in and misses wide. Lau, he had Lau on the back door. And Herring's going to change up, not at an ideal time in a tie game. Here comes Harris. He keeps it in. Taps it. It bounces awkwardly. Lau's there. Lau to Barlow. Barlow misses wide. Shots 24-24, 9 minutes left. Ashton. Lau. Harris will keep it in, dumps it in the corner. It goes around. There's Ashton. Someone needs to be in front of the net here. Here's Lau. Had no one to pass it to. They're just creeping in. They're not crashing the net. Queensland get that puck out. Harris. Harris to Lau. Lau to Barlow. Barlow can't control it. Newell. Newell taps it. Burns will pick that up. Queensland go for a change. If New South Wales pick up the pace, they actually can get good shot away here. That's a big shot, saved by the glove or tipped up into the glass. Harris keeps it in. Barlow's there. Little shot in the back, he's down. Harris gets it into the corner. There's Newell. Lau. Lots of pressure from New South Wales on Queensland. No shots in this passage. And that's on the back of the net. They'll get that off. Newell, Barlow's in front. Lau's there. Barlow needs to see Lau. And Queensland tip that off. And little Fritchley now. Cunningham on Fritchley. Cunningham's going to get the shot. And Burns is there. And it's covered by Candy Lou. Burns helped that situation, but no one was watching the Queensland attacker that came through and almost tapped that in.
Yeah, it wasn't actually Cunningham. Cunningham drove to the net around Fritchley there, and didn't end up getting a shot away. But it was the trailers that that came in behind that actually had the good scoring chance. Candy Lou stood tall there to keep it 3-3 with 8:20 left.
Sometimes in back checking, you got to get those trailers as well. New South Wales trying to get it out of their zone. Got a player down. Puck's out. New South Wales come up with it. There's Booth. Booth taps it up to Herring. Herring, snapshot. That's covered by Ouimet. Ouimet's got such good stick. He keeps getting in the way of Herring. Shots. Fritchley. Fritchley with a great move there. He puts it in front to Robinson. Robinson doesn't get much stick on it. I think if he'd had a little bit of grease on that, that was going in.
Yeah, you mentioned Fritchley, play up from Ginsberg. Obviously, just by age, is one of the smaller players in this age group, in this division, DeFris division, and he's not afraid to have a go. Little toe drag, pass across for a chance with Robinson there.
That's right. Here comes Mannix. Mannix and Ing. He tips it into the corner to chase his own pass. There's Rick Puritat. Likhterev. Lichterev's got, who's that in front? Campbell, the captain. Here's Ing. Ing to Rick Puritat. Rick Puritat up the board to Makarenko. Makarenko chips it. Courser's battling. Here goes Hui. Hui, he tries to get it. He does. Here's Makarenko. No one in front. Next to get in front. Hui. Up to Ing. Quinton Ing. Shot on by Rick Puritat. There's Hui. And Makarenko with a great shot. Hale with a great save. He went in for a second rebound. It wasn't there. And the Queensland defenseman with a little shove in the face. And that's not called.
Yeah, it's interesting. We've talked about New South Wales, bit of a Jekyll and Hyde team, New South Wales. I mean, when they pass the puck around, they get great results, great chances. And when they revert to that carrying the puck, it's the opposite. So
it's the opposite. They get it stripped off them every time.
Yeah,
they've got to.
Yep, you got to settle on that
they
passing.
They got to settle. Hui into Makarenko. Makarenko, it's at his feet. Here comes Cunningham. Ing will try and push him to the outside, which he does. Cunningham, and he gets the puck off of him. Ing is a fantastic defenseman. He really is. And here goes Rick Puritat. He's got Huey. He makes a little move. He still got it. Backhand. And Hale covers it up. He had Huey over in the back door there. They've got to lift their heads. They've got to lift their heads, and they've got to look for those guys on the back door. But that was a great move by Rick Puritat. He had no one to pass it to. He had to move it out of the zone.
Yeah, he's been impressive. He's been a standout. He moves well, carries the puck well, and he has been actually passing quite well. That time just didn't catch the guy going down the middle for the pass across.
Here's Lau to Newell. Great save by Hale. Gladish is going to rim it around. Burns will keep it in. Hard shot there by Herring. Herring stepped back for Burns. Lau, Gladish is playing with it. He needs to get it out. Up on the boards there for Mannix. Good big check by Herring. Lau, Herring. Queensland come up with it. Burns will step in front. Herring will try and dig it out. They're both trying to move it. Duchka thinks he's got it. Here's Herring. He's got two. He chips it around. He needs to set it up. He passes it to Newell. That's stopped in front by Ouimet. They clear it. Herring with a pass. Harris wide. 5 minutes left in the third period. 3-3, semifinal 2. Booth taps it back in. Here's Newell. Wrong play there, wrong decision. Herring was in the low slot. He sends it high, and Queensland tip it out of the zone. Here goes Harris. He needs some speed. He tries to hit Robinson. He ends up putting on Duffy's stick. Ing will take it off of him. Fleming's down. Here goes Ing. Ing loses it. Passes it to Robinson. Robinson back to Ing. No backhanded passes just aren't working. Queensland aren't going to let you make those mistakes. Here's Robinson. Robinson tips it down. That's going to be called icing.
Yeah, and the pass after you've lost the puck, after you've been stopped, it's just a desperation pass. So you saw what happened there. Loss of possession, regroup, pressure, desperation pass, because you're not going to be able to carry it any further, and you end up passing it to a player who's standing still on the blue line. That's not going to help. That pass has to be made, pass, and then move yourself, get the return pass. Much more chance of success, right?
Queensland win the draw, but it goes to Fleming. Robinson will tap it down. Fleming's not going to get there. That's not going to be icing. It's going to get waved off. Cunningham. Lau's going to try and stop Cunningham. Booth, big wide shot there. There's a lot of open net on that side. Duffy. Fritchley on Duffy. Lau tries to drag it through the middle. Cunningham's there. Fritchley. Lau comes up with it. He's getting pushed off by Cunningham. Here goes Lau. He's got Duffy on him. He's got Guy. He goes through the center. He makes a little move. He's got Robinson there. He puts it in front. Robinson moves out of the way. Robinson didn't plant himself there. Here's Herring. Queensland going for a bit of a change. That's swept off by Cunningham. Herring to Schumack. Schumack to Herring. Herring to Schumack. Hale covers that up. There's nothing in that. We've got a bit of disruption from the Queensland stands over there, but there was nothing in Schumack there. He fell over the goalie. It was a great save by Hale. So it looks like New South Wales are going to keep that line out. Queensland are going to get some fresh legs with Lichterov and Mannix. Lau wins it back to Ing. Ing down to Herring. Herring can't control it. That's ripped around. Rapuritat will cover it on the boards. They'll chip it down to Schumack. Schumack tries to put it in the center there. There's Lau. Schumack up to Rapuritat. Rapuritat taps it back down. And Ouimet's not going to let that go on for much longer. And Queensland get that out. Here's Mannix. Campbell. And here goes Herring. Herring chips it up the boards. Lichterov sends it back in. That's no icing. In to Rapuritat. Here goes Herring. He gets it taken off him by Gladish. And he dumps Gladish down Herring. Ing will keep it in. He's going to go. Someone's going to drop back for D here. He's down. He needs to get back. Queensland not letting any shots on here. Ing is still down there. No one's dropped back for D. Oh, Herring's there now. Herring steps over the line and dumps it in. New South Wales are going to get a change. They need to be quick because that's a D change. Gladish trying to get that out. Here comes Ouimet. Ouimet's fast, and Alessandro Cook goes down on the forecheck. This has given Ouimet the opportunity. He's got Campbell. He gets past Burns, taps it across, and Canny-Lou covers it. If that had been on line, the defenseman Lau was actually not watching Campbell there. Campbell in the back door. That was a real scary moment. And we got timeout, Queensland.
Yeah, you see Ouimet there driving wide, going around Burns and putting the puck to the middle. There's no one home. Ended up going right to Candy-Lou. The save, and obviously coaches now using their timeouts wisely because you can't take them with you. And 1:21 left. I think both these teams will be looking to get their best players on the ice. They should be. And a lot of them are tired. You saw Herring come off there pretty gassed with about 1:40 left. And if Queensland didn't call the timeout, if I'm New South Wales coach, I would have been calling the timeout to get my best players the rest they need to get out there for the last 1:21.
Looks like they are getting their top line out here. Looks like maybe even a bit of a power play line. We've got Herring, looks like Lau, Burns, and Booth. And Queensland have got Cunningham, Mannix, Duffy, Corser, and Ouimet. The stands are getting loud now. It's best on best, absolutely. Face off in New South Wales zone. Minute 21 left. New South Wales out shooting 30-26. 3-3. Tie game. Face off violation. Puck's dropped. Queensland win it. It's back to the point. Dumped into the corner. Duffy. Mannix being tied up in front. Booth. Booth gets it out. Corser can't keep it in. That puck's out. Ing does a bit of a flyby. Here comes Booth. Booth to Ing. That'll get up to Corser. We've got to hit tape to tape. Corser to Ouimet. Queensland doesn't hit tape to tape either to Mannix. Bit of nervous passes here, I think. To Booth. Booth to other Ing. He wasn't looking. He sent it through the center. Here's Lau. Lau. He hits shin pad. He hits Ouimet, and that gets deflected. That's going to be a face-off in Queensland zone. 42.3 seconds left. Now, because we are in the semifinals, it does go to overtime. It is a 10-minute sudden death. One way, so goalies don't change ends. Overtime, running time hockey. Then it goes to shootout. Herring, and that's tipped up. Oh, it looks like we've had a light come down. Is that a light, Rob, from that puck?
Yeah, that didn't look good.
That did not look good. Something's fallen from the roof.
Gary Dore, if you're listening.
If you're
I'm
listening,
not sure if you are.
There's some damage to the rink.
No.
Raymond Sheffield's going over to inspect. Herring to Ing. Ing with a pass over, and Ashton Ing misses it on the back door, and Queensland will head down the ice now. Here comes the captain, Campbell. Campbell tips it forward. Lau will pick that up. Battle in the corner. Duffy to Ouimet. New South Wales get that out. It's Herring. It's no icing because it was tipped. Queensland Corser. That'll be up to Booth. 4 seconds left. New South Wales will send that down. 1 second. And that's the end of the period. Now we don't get an ice clean. Goaltenders don't change ends. They get about a 2-minute break here. And we'll go straight into that 10-minute running time sudden death period.
And I guess we'll keep talking.
Whew.
New South Wales.
This is my third game in a row. I'm
well,
running out of talking.
How many do you have left tonight? 4 more? 5 more?
1 more. No, 2 more after this. Oh, I don't know. I'm confused.
You've set yourself a task. I think you've got about 20 or
36 games.
36 altogether?
I'm commentating 36 of 66 games this tournament.
Right.
Yeah, so we got 10 minutes straight time here, running time. This is as close a game that I've ever seen in a championships, and whatever team doesn't come through with this is going to be devastated, and rightly so, because they have both put their all into this.
Yeah, absolutely, Dawn. Look, there's no, there's going to be a winner and a loser, but at the end of the day, both teams have played exceptionally well. They've left it all out here, and it's going to get decided in overtime. And we're playing sudden victory, 1 to the final. 1 to the gold medal game, 1 to the bronze medal game. Here we go.
So they've got pretty much the same lines that were out. Gobernov's replaced Mannix, but New South Wales have kept the same line. There goes Lau. That wasn't called not offside. Lau to Robinson. Robinson, tip up to Herring, who got something on it, but it just went wide. Robinson. Puck's loose on the boards. 3 New South Wales players there, all trying to dig at it. And now Cunningham will go. He gets past Rick Puritat. He'll go for Ing. He gets the puck across. Candy Lou, and it's tipped in. And Queensland have won. Queensland have won the 2 versus 3. And they will go to the gold medal match against Victoria tomorrow morning, and New South Wales will play for bronze.
It wasn't pretty. Quite
No.
often it's not pretty in overtime. You, as a coach, you just say put pucks on net, pucks on net,
here's
pucks
the
on net.
replay.
And here we go, Cunningham. Just
So
puck
again,
across.
that trailer's come across, and New South Wales have been watching Cunningham and not watching and not keeping up and catching up to this trailer. Candy
looked like it
Lou's
went
come
right in.
out to. She's come out to slide across to play it, and it's gone through her legs.
looks
She's
like it went
missed
straight
it.
in.
She's missed it. It's come out to play it. I think if she'd let it hit her, I think that might have been a different story. But she saw that player coming down to attack her. I think she was worried about a rebound. I think she was worried about that player that wasn't picked up by the back checkers from New South Wales.
Yeah, absolutely. Slid out to block the pass, essentially. That's what happened. And we're trying to get the goal scorer here. Oh, well, it was Cunningham. It went straight in. The replay was clear.
So I'm that wasn't touched by that back checker like I originally thought, was it? It just slid right in.
But you know what? That Queensland player actually was critical in that goal. No assist, no point, but driving to the net through the New South Wales defense caused that chaos, for Candy Lou, and caused her to have to, she essentially had to hedge her bets.
That's right.
Watch for the shot and also try to stop the pass. So
that was 35 seconds in overtime. Queensland winning that game. They'll go in to play Victoria, and what an epic game that was. New South Wales out shooting 30-27, but an absolutely outstanding effort by New South Wales and Queensland, who've been fantastic all tournament, and as we said, really playing like a team, really with that passing game, and it's paid off for them. They'll go to Victoria now. And that'll be the end of it for this game. We've got Boxall, the Steph Boxall semifinals coming up. So we'll take a 10-minute break here. And then the other tournament that's being played at this time is the Women's Championships. It's really quite loud in here at the moment. We've got a lot of Sanj teams here cheering on. So the Boxall game that is next is 1v4. So South Australia is going to play Queensland, 1 versus 4. And after that, we've got 2 versus 3, which is Victoria versus ACT. And that's it for us. I'll come back with Amelia Matheson in about 10 minutes. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in at home.